We associate Christmas with a few things in mind, probably snow-covered streets, twinkling lights, and people around a cozy fireplace. But did you know that the traditions of Christmas are dramatically different around the world? In this video, we will explain how Christmas is celebrated in other regions, unveiling unique traditions, and analyzing cultural, historical, and geographical factors behind it. By the end, you'll see how this global festival has evolved into a fascinating mosaic of customs. A cursory look at Christmas is inextricably bound up with a brief look at how this actually evolved. Historically, the 25th of December wasn't everywhere observed as being Christ's birthday. Many scholars would agree that the date must have been adopted purely to suit the pagan festivals that prevailed in olden Rome called Saturnalia. As Christianity started sweeping across continents, it became regionalized and incorporated customs and traditions relating to this. Christmas is no more a preserve of Christians, but has become a phenomenon embraced by people of any religion and culture. It is a sign of family togetherness and even capitalism. That makes us ask ourselves a very interesting question: how do various regions interpret this holiday and celebrate it? Europe, being the homeland of Christmas traditions, still presents some of the world's most iconic celebrations. Germany Christmas tree or Tannenbaum is a German discovery. Cities are riddled with Christmas markets or Weihnachtsmärkte to merriment, mulled wine, and gingerbread. Scandinavia, and now Sweden, as for Christmas festivities, is taken up even before Christmas begins on December 13th Eve on St. Lucia's Day by processions of girls in white dresses accompanied by crowns of candles. Italy nativity scenes or pre-season feasts such as La Vigilia on Christmas Eve are a big part of the action, with 7 kinds of fish. It is almost ironic that the colder winters and longer nights in European countries have shaped traditions into warm and bright and inviting. Across the Atlantic and the Americas, Christmas reflects this Native American-European melting pot modern amalgamation. United States Christmas in the United States is heavily decorated and commercialized and extremely associated with Santa Claus, whose image was publicized through advertising by Coca-Cola throughout the 20th century. Mexico Christmas in Mexico starts with Las Posadas, an enactment of the tale of Mary and Joseph as they searched for shelter. It's celebratory with pinatas and typical dishes such as tamales. Brazil Christmas is generally an outdoor celebration in the Southern Hemisphere. Midnight Mass is a tradition that is observed called Missa do Galo. Different climates and influences have led to different celebrations within these regions. Asia is a continent where Christianity is the minority religion in most of its countries. An interesting perspective on Christmas. Philippines enjoys the longest Christmas season in the world, from early September until Christmas Eve. Simbang Gabi or 9 Dawn Masses is one beloved tradition. Japanese Christmas is very much of a holiday for couples who gift and dine at KFC, mostly due to a marketing phenomenon created during the 1970s. Indian Christians celebrate with midnight mass, but regional differences do include decorating banana or mango trees instead of fir trees. Even in largely non-Christian countries, the spirit of Christmas appears to be adapted toward local contexts and blended with existing norms. Africa is quite diversified, hence Christmas celebrations vary. Christmas in South Africa, it is summertime during Christmas, so braai or barbecues prevail and carols by candlelight. Ethiopian Christians celebrate their Christmas or Jena on January 7th. They dedicate this day to fasting as well as to traditional dancing according to the Julian calendar. Nigeria families get together and an enormous feast is prepared where jollof rice, and staple in West Africa, becomes a central portion. The richness of climate and religion and tradition across the vast expanse of the world gives the Christmas story quite a different flavor. What's behind these differences? Let's examine some theories. Cultural adaptation. As Christianity spread, it was merged with local customs to make the celebrations more relatable. This explains why there are unique elements such as Japan's KFC or Mexico's pinatas. Geography and climate. The weather highly influences traditions. Snowy Christmases in Europe emphasize indoor warmth, while tropical regions like Brazil celebrate outdoors. Colonial influence. Countries that have been previously colonized by Europeans usually take Christmas traditions brought by missionaries and adapt them over time. Christmas is not only a religious festival but also an example of the creativity and adaptability of human beings in the context of history, geography, and culture. From the European markets to the romantic dinners in Asia, every region gives a different flavor to this global celebration. What does all this diversity teach us? Maybe that festivals like Christmas remind us of our common human nature even as we go about our celebrations in uniquely varied ways. Whether lighting a candle, feasting with family, or having an otherwise quiet day, let's be thankful for that spirit of togetherness which makes the season special. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below.